Hi, I'm Connor. For this project, I chose to do carpentry. All my life I've grown up around carpentry. I grew up in the workshop, building things with my dad, learning how to use the tools and everything. It's just what I enjoyed. So when we heard about this project, I knew I was going to do carpentry. Carpentry can be dangerous, really. You need to know how to use the tools properly, or else you could cut off a finger, poke out an eye. You can get seriously hurt. You can end up in the ER. Some of the equipment, safety equipment for carpentry is, I got right here. We have ear muffs. You put over your ear, protect you from ear damage, so that when the machines are going and they're really loud, you don't damage your ears forever. These are a must-have in the workshop. And then you have safety glasses. Safety glasses are necessary to keep wood pieces from flying up and poking your eyes out. When you build something in carpentry, you need to develop a plan. You need to first decide what you're going to build. For me, I'm going to build a birdhouse. For me, I need to go, and when you figure out what you're going to do, you're going to go onto Google and you're going to find a blueprint for it. I'm going to find a blueprint for a birdhouse. That way, I can plan what I'm going to do and follow the blueprint to make it just as good as I can.
I'm going to build a simple one for today. There you go. As easy as that. There you go. As easy as that.
I have now found a blueprint, so I'm ready to build. After you find your blueprint, you need to plan out how you're going to do it. Do you have the materials to do it? So usually then, you'd go out, you'd find the materials you need, and you put them all together, make sure you have enough, and then you can begin. Sometimes, I know I've done it before, some people, they like to draw out their blueprints. You can do that, that's fun, but it's hard to get the math of the birdhouse or whatever you're building correct. So I find it easier to Google it and do it that way. Find one off of there. Okay. Some of the key skills in carpentry include clerical ability. You need to be able to read, understand, and maybe write blueprints. You need to be able to transfer you need to understand it so well that you can transfer what's on the blueprints into real life. You need to be detail oriented so that you can understand what is on the blueprint and how you can make that a real, tangible object. You need to be directive so that if you're working with other people, you can tell them what to do. It helps it get done quicker. You need finger dexterity. To know how to use the tools and how to use them properly so that there's less of a risk of you getting injured or something. You need general learning ability. So if you don't know how to use the tools, you need to learn. You need to get a professional to come in and you need someone to teach you how to use it. That may be taking shop class in high school. Something where you can learn how to use the tools. You need to be innovative. When making the blueprint, I'm just going to be making a simple birdhouse, but you can be as creative as you want. You can make a gigantic birdhouse that has multiple stories, that has apartments in it and everything, or you can build a simple one bedroom. So in the rest of the video, I'll be showing you step by step how I build a birdhouse. Enjoy! For step one, I'm going to be finding a blueprint. So for blueprint, I'm just going on my computer. I'm going to go here to Google, pull up Google, make it big for you guys. Go to Google. Let's go birdhouse blueprint. Sometimes I will draw out a blueprint. This way is just easier. Alright. There's all of these. I don't want something too difficult to build, so I'll go with this one here. This looks like a nice one. That one and this one. This one's bigger. Do this. So I'm just going to pull this down like that, throw this out here, and I can exit this, pull this up, and then I have my plan. Now I'm going to follow this plan, transfer this plan here into a real life birdhouse that looks just like this. Now we can go and find our materials. Alright, step 2, we need to make sure we have the materials. I have this nice piece of plywood here that I'm going to use to cut. Should be enough. Step 3, we're going to cut it, make sure we have all the right widths and lengths for the parts according to the plan. Alright. So when you're cutting, you want to make sure you have all the safety equipment. I have my safety glasses and my earmuffs. I'm ready to go. Alright, that should be good. Now, you see what size every piece needs to be. Alright, so now we're going to need to cut the pieces for the sides, the floor, the roof, and the back. The back, which is the longest, is going to be 15 inches.
Mark that down. 15 inches right there. Right? I'm going to go ahead and cut that.
Set that off to the side for now. And now we need 9 1/4. Measure that off.
9 1/4. Right there. I'll cut that. I'll cut that.
One of the walls. Now I need the other wall, which is another 9 1/4.
Close to you and set the board. Yeah, close to you. Alright, now I can go ahead and cut this.
There we go. Now we have the back, 2 of the walls. Now we're going to cut the front. That needs to be 10 1/4.
Right there. Cut that.
final piece that we need to cut is the roof. And that needs to be 7.5 inches. Alright, now we need to cut the slant in the sides for the roof to sit on. We cut them to a 10-degree angle so that when it rains, water just pours right off. Alright, here we go. And there we go. Move on to the next step. Right now, we're going to sand down our pieces, get the rough edges off of them so you don't get any splinters or anything. Let's do this. And there we go. They're all sanded. Alright, so now we're going to put the hole for the birds. The hole can vary in size depending on what type of bird you're making the birdhouse for. So I'm just going to use an inch and a quarter bit. That should be pretty good. Here. Alright, and now we drill the hole. And there we go. Now we have a little hole for birds to climb through to get inside. Alright, so now we're going to start putting it together. Start with the bottom and put the walls on first. Yeah, line it up. Well, I've already made all the measurements and everything on it so that I get the perfect line up and everything. I did that off camera, so now I can just go ahead, put them together. There we go. One wall. I can put the second one in. There's the bottom and the walls. Now we can move on to the next pieces. Now that we have the bottom and the walls on, we're going to put the back on. Take it, I already put the nails in, line it up. There you go. There. Stays lined up. There we go. Now the back's on. Now that we have the back on, we're going to put the front on. I've already put the nails in again, just to save time. And there we go. Now we got the front lined up. Now we can put the roof on. Alright. Put the roof on. Line it up. Alright. Now we have the roof on. Alright. Now we have a birdhouse built. Now this one was a quick and easy one for the project. Didn't really put a lot of effort into it. Got it done nice and quick while showing you guys how to build it. Now if you want to, when you're building your own, you can take more time, make it unique to yourself, put designs on the front, like here's a picture of one I built last year. So as you can see, that one, it's not nearly as plain as this one. It has a lot more designs on it. It has different wood. This one is made strictly for the project. Turned out nice. You can hang it to a tree, hang it to a wall, hang it to wherever you want. And that is how you build a birdhouse. Thanks for watching How to Build a Birdhouse. I'm Connor Brown, saying goodbye. Sometimes earmuffs break. That's why you have to have a good quality pair of earmuffs. Like, I need to go buy new earmuffs. Alright? Some of the skills in carpentry are, you need clerical ability. You need to be able to read blueprints. Some of the key skills in carpentry are clerical ability. Some of the key skills in carpentry are oh my god. Okay, shut up. Some of the key skills in carpentry include clerical ability. You need to be able to read the blueprint, understand it, and transfer what's on the blueprint into real life. You need to be detail oriented so that stop watching that.
No, I clicked on Twitter by accident. It's going